Sometimes small campers come with very little cabinet space in the bathroom. See what I try to do in our bathroom. From this and turn it into this. So the first thing I did, take down the towel rack that was originally in there. And then I tried to measure everything out. First I drawed this with my computer, which over exaggerated. There's no way that as big as it could be as that, so I had to go back and make a smaller drawing of how I was going to do this and everything. So after I got it drawn out, I had an idea in my head. So I measured out my planks. I decided I was going to cut them about 5.5, because if you buy a regular shelving plank, 5.5 is about what they come out to be anyway, and the toilet paper measures in between there. So I got it all set up, and I took some really light wood, dried up real good, and just cut it. I just cut me 3 long planks, and then I cut some real narrow planks. When I started putting it together, I made sure I put glue down, because being in an RV, it'll come apart. The vibration will just make it come apart. And I just started stapling together with the idea how I thought it should look like. And this is how I made each shelf. And then I came back after I made the shelves and made the sides and the runners up and down. And when I got through with all that and got it stapled, I brad nailed it, got it put together. I came back with some stain. I used a little bit of this stain, but I had to put it on light because it sure did make it dark. I took that piece of wood that had the towel rack on it, took the screws out of it, and took these off and moved them up here. And you see how much longer I made it. I was a foot away from there, and now I'm only like 6.5, close to 7 inches away. Made it long enough that you could put two sets of towels. 2 sets of towels up here. You actually get 3 per row if you mash it down. But it's only wide enough that the paper towels will sit on top of it. And then we put our washcloths up here over the top. Weight comparison. That's pretty heavy wood right there. But I made this out of really dried, I think it's just pine, dried out real good. This doesn't weigh much more than that. That is really heavy. Look, me my hand shake trying to hold it up there. But that's what I made it out of, light wood. Now this is what I came up with after we got it on the wall. Now I got enough room to put some towels, just the right size for toilet paper. It's a little bit longer than that shelf that was originally in here. Well, the towel rack didn't even have a shelf. It gives us a little space, and it almost matches the cabinets. If you look at the door frame, and it's not too bad off. Thank you for watching. And while you're here, click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. While I was working on that cabinet in there, I went ahead and used some of the scrap wood I had in the garage, and I made this rack shelf. It has the clock on it. Oh, try to get closer. There you go. See, it has the clock on it. Got the little things for the keys, and then I can just slide the clock out like that. Made the little V-shaped little pieces, real light wood, and mount it there because every time I put command strips on this clock, for some reason on this wall, every time we went down the road, it just fall off. So I made this shelf out of scrap wood. Put it right beside where I come in the door.